Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 930 of Fallout 4. Last episode, there was a lot of Fallout 76 talk, just some of the information from E3 dropped, and we were discussing it, and just giving some opinions, and I was giving you what I thought about it, or my first impressions. It was good talks, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. A lot of people were speaking up, it was pretty cool. But we were also, nice clipping issue. We were also working on this little crap shack here, and then I was met with the sad fact that I cannot make my pointed roof like I wanted to, because the tile set does not allow for that without some serious clipping issues. So we got the roof, we got like a couple bedrooms up there started, got some trading posts, we got some crafting stations, we got like the basics, but we definitely need defense. So that's going to be one of the things for today. And I kind of want to like pull all those enemies over here and just like let the turrets kill them. But anyway, hopefully you guys, of course, are enjoying the Fallout videos. I do certainly appreciate those of you who take the time to like the videos. And I thank you dudes for the support. Now, decisions. I could always, just put the turrets on the roof. We've done that a million and one times. But I was kind of thinking, especially since we have this whole press F2 surface snap thing figured out, I kind of want to put like little turret towers. But if I do turret towers, one concern would be the fact that, well, one, they're going to be closer to the ground unless I specifically build them high, and two, that means there's only going to really be one turret there. I don't really know if I can make it look nice. Like, say, let me just look at wood, look at floors here. Now, you're going to be using these things, these little quarter pieces. And then you're going to be using half walls to raise them up like we've done before. I don't really know of a great way. I mean, I guess, like, you could build out and around it. So, like, you put one of these here, and then you do, like, this, almost like a flower pattern kind of deal. Or you could square it off. Like, you could obviously just square this off, and then in the center is where your little pillar is, and then you could have, like, a turret, like, in the corners. I don't know if that's going to look a little too potato for my taste, or if I just want to do the straight-up towers. There is this option. It is an option. I don't know if it's the option I'm going to take. Also, why snappy? Why snappy? This is the perfect thing. Okay, here I am thinking it's going to be an option, but you know what, it's not. Why snappy? Have you ever played Bioshock? To get them snappies. But, yeah, that guy does not want me to snappy. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Maybe we could make little... It wouldn't be like a pillbox. It'd be more like a guard tower. It's doing that infinite spin thing. That was weird. Huh. Well, that kind of ruins the idea. What about surface snap off? If I turn surface snap off, I can sort of cheese this and place it however I want. At that point, do I want 4 legs? Do I want legs in each corner? Or do I still want just a central leg? But I could then kind of link these up. And if I link them up that way, do I have like a way with like a half wall or something that doesn't look too potato of making it look not very potato? That's the real question. That's the $1,000,000 question. And I don't think we have it. I don't think it's in our tools. I don't think it's in our tool belt. Well, that stinks. So we could just have like an open guard tower, because the turrets pretty much would just be benefiting from essentially unlimited field of view, unlimited sight, kind of sort of thing. So yeah, we could do one of these. So like say we do this. The roof, maybe not, like it won't really connect, but I don't even think that's an issue. See, otherwise we could... Oh, look at this. Mysteriously it'll snap because it'll snap to this. But, like, we could... I guess let's put snapping back on. We could snap these to each other. Like this. Make a tower that way. And then turn surface snap off. You know what? Let's do that. Okay, so here's my idea. Instead of this gigantic thick thing... I mean, everybody likes the thick. But instead of this gigantic thick donger, we do this. We snap these pieces together. And we spin them around. And in the center, we try to put like a little tower. I think that'll do. So let's store all those pieces. We're going to go use them anyway. So we're going to put turrets, essentially, in each of the corners. We'll raise them up on towers. Also, what is that gigantic thing up there? Is that a Brahmin? That is most definitely a pack Brahmin. But yeah, we'll raise them off the ground, so that way, like, Mirelurks can't hit them. And one of the big thing, obviously, would be not really so much the Mirelurks, but so that it is up off the ground, so it can see whatever enemies we want it to see. That is a big deal. So, I mean, there's, like, that basic... Is there... There's these, but there's no upper floor variants. Which means... We already knew this, but this will not snap. So this has to be... We have to wing this completely. So maybe attaching these towers might be a little funky, because I want to raise them. I don't want them to be this short. Because sure, this turret could kind of scan, you know, this area pretty well. No real issue there. But if we came up to here... You know what I mean? Like, just look how much more that turret could see. You want to give the turret the biggest advantage possible, so that the Mirelurks, or whatever it is that is trying to eat me, cannot eat me. Now, I should be able to snap a half wall. Yes, should. If I turn snap back on, come on. It snaps to the bottom piece. Maybe I have to do that first. Let's try this. Let's try this. So there, you'll snap. Let's get you away from this piece. Maybe we have to make the towers ahead of time. So let's do piece. Damn it, I have to do one of these numbers. Yeah, I'm outside the settlement radius here. So let's put you here, and bada bing, bada boom. No. Steps, no. Yes. Okay. Now we take the whole structure, and we plop it on right there. Boom. Easy. Now the issue is, if I mess this up, I have to redo it. Because, yep. Now, if I do object snap is off, and I try and move this, no, object snap is on. See how it won't snap anymore? Object snap is on. I press it again, so I just wait. It'll like reappear. Come on, snap is on. It won't snap. Son of a biscuit. So making this perfectly is going to be a challenge, all because you can't use upper floors. Well, for some reason that's snapping. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to go about doing this, because I want to make 4 of these. I don't know how we're going to go about doing this efficiently, so let's just figure this out with the first one. So what if, like, we raise this upper floor? That's not a contair. That's a lot more than a contair. That's what my grandpappy would say. Yeah, that's not quite a contair. Let's only go a contair. How about that? Yeah? No? Okay. Now will you snap? It could be because it was too close to the other wall. Aha! So that leaves this little band going around it, but that's nothing we don't see on a house anyway. So that should make this relatively easy. And now I can grab this entire structure and locate it wherever I want just by holding E, because it should all be so close to each other that it's like one gigantic piece. And as long as I don't get it anywhere near my house, we're not going to be like accidentally picking up my house. Because you don't want to accidentally your entire house. That would be bad. Don't store that. I'm trying to finagle you. And finagling achieved. So, if I press and hold E, do I have the whole tower? I have the whole giant donger tower in all of its glory. I turn surface snap off, and I hold the giant donger, and I place the giant donger right here. How's that? That ain't bad. I don't think that's bad at all. So that's just going to be in the corner of a settlement, and the idea there is it'd head off whatever attack early before it like got into the settlement, and then whatever enemy might aggro to said tower. That would be the hope. Anywho, now it's not that tall, admittedly. Like, I mean, 2 of them's pretty nice, but it's not that tall. But I think that's tall enough. That'll do. That's close enough for government work. That's like PennDOT over here in my state making their roads just terrible. That's pretty much the mentality they got. Could you stand on it? Okay. Could you fall 6 feet and die in a pothole? You could. Will it pop your tire? Yeah. Okay. Good. Fucking PennDOT. In case you didn't know, PennDOT's terrible at making roads. That's a thing here. Now, we don't want to do like a floor, but like this kind of lets you visualize this sorta. You'd put this in the center, and then but with those little like tower wall little doohickeys. So let's go here. Are going to have to turn snap off and make sure surface snap is off. Let me give that a second. So now I have to do what I can here to center this up as best as possible, so it doesn't look entirely stupid. because this is all freehand. I really wish there was like a cloning tool or like a blueprint tool. You could take an existing structure and just like copy pasta it, or like an existing combination of structures. But say you put that like right there. Please snap, please snap, please snap. No! Okay, so I have to raise this up. Same deal with the floor earlier. You gotta raise it up so it can snap, right? Still not close enough. Now the turrets won't be able to do like a 180 because they'd probably be looking at each other and they'd be shooting these little... Like this is technically a blind spot. You put a turret here, technically that's a blind spot. But because we have so many towers, they'd cover each other's blind spots. This is in an effort to achieve both something that looks relatively pretty and something that is also very functional. If it does not want to snap, which it just did, I was willing to forego the snapping and just do it by hand. But you can see the design kind of coming to fruition here. Boom. Look at that. It is an actual guard tower. Like, that is what you would actually think you'd maybe put a turret on. Alright. Now, if only, we had, like, all these snapping increments in the base game and things like that, we didn't have to mess with a mod to do that. So there's the idea. That's the plan here. Now, do I want to do nothing but missile turrets? Is that wise? Probably not. And then I can also route, like, power from the center and then just down through the tower and then go underground with it and hide it. But, like, if we put a turret right here. Now, I worry that these turrets will be stupid and they'd shoot the wall, and the wall could theoretically damage the turret. I don't know if they damage themselves. As silly as it is, I don't know if these turrets are stupid enough that they damage themselves. Real fast, when I look under wood walls here, is there anything with just less, like, pillars, like one of these tiny little pieces here? I mean, obviously these have, like, walls here that you could hide behind if it was your guard tower. I don't think there's any real way of getting around the fact that you need that support pillar on the outside edge. Like, really, you don't need that, in a real-life sense, but that's the design that we've got, and that's the design we gotta work with. So, I think the answer is no, and we're just gonna have to stick with these. But do I want nothing but missile turrets? Do I maybe want missile turrets out-facing, and then maybe a heavy laser turret facing inward? So that way it not only has precision, it's like precision, it is rapid fire, and it's probably not gonna blow up my settlers. That's not a terrible idea. Like, this, if it's a missile turret, could still shoot in, but this would be the innermost. I think we maybe can go with that. So let's do object snap, let's do the surface thingy, so that way the turrets, like, actually touch the ground. See, that's what surface snap is. It's not just the ground. It's like, I can go through anything. I could put this right here, as derp as it is, and it won't keep bouncing off of an object. But if I turn it back on, you see that it tries to seat itself on the tile below, which I like. So we're going to put you here. It's going to be a little bit of a mess working in this place, but I mean, it is what it is. But once we get it up and running, we'll never have to come in here again, because it should run itself. And we want a heavy laser turret. Now, heavy laser turrets use fiber optics, which is not a material that I have a lot of, in all honesty. I don't have a lot of it. I can make more missile turrets than I can heavy laser turrets. It does produce less defense, but it is more accurate, and it doesn't have, like, the travel time that a missile has. The missile, the issue that's always present there with the missile launchers is the fact that it takes a while for the projectile to get where it needs to go. Lasers are like, pew pew, instant. Now, I may or may not have trapped myself in here. It is also an easy fix, but while I'm in here, how am I doing power delivery? How am I doing power delivery? I could just do, like one, I guess, like, maybe the inner, I almost want to just power them through the floorboards, if that makes any sense. So I guess you would just take this, you would connect you to here. Let's do a, no, go back in the crafting interface. I pressed escape, not tilde. Let's do TCL. Okay, so then we can just go through the box. Now, before I do that, if I scoot you forward, if I turn object snap off, no. Oh, it's snapping. So interesting, these are snapping even though object snap is off. I don't want the wire to show. That's my thing here. If I put you down, I'll put you down here. You're not gonna show, right? Right? Yeah, I didn't want like a wire hanging down there. So that's like a properly, like, imagine like a real world sense. You got the electric running in the walls, just coming straight up, boom, powering the turrets, easy game. So There you go. Now all I need to do is deliver power to this little doodad right here, either through like an underground power setup or wire, or just like whatever I, of course, decide to do. But let me turn collision back on. I'd like to have collision, thank you. Let's go do the other towers. I mean, once we turn one of those on, that's going to be a shitload of defense. What is it? Is it 15 per one of these? It's got 15, 30, 45, plus 12. We got lots of defense. We got a whole 57. That's a 57 in each corner. That's a lot of defense. Now, granted, it's doing nothing right now, but look at that from a distance. Tell me that doesn't actually look like a tower. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. It looks like a tower, but like, I don't know, like a proper guard tower instead of just something just hastily cobbled together. I think it's pretty cool. So we need to go back to half floors. We need one on the bottom, one in the middle, one on top. So we need 3 here to play with. We need quite a few of these half walls. Thank God for Snap and Build, by the way. This made possible by Snap and Build. Like, really. We need, what, 8 of these? And we need 8 of those. So you, Snap, and we'll just do 2 high each time. Because, whatever. I think it works. I don't really see a problem with that. So we need the top piece. Also, my AP is totally potato right now. Like, I cannot jetpack very far. My hunger and thirst are really bad. It's a miracle I haven't started taking damage. Okay, do not store. Ah! That was completely, utterly unintentional. Okay, thank you. Yeah, but I like this. I wish there was something just, I don't know, like a prefab like that. Like, that's so cool looking to me. I know it's like super stupid and basic and just easy game, but I like the idea behind it. Now, can I snap to that, or do I need to raise it higher? Ho ho! Now, the other one is definitely a little further, I think. A little further up. So if I can grab... Come on. Grab the shack floor. Raise it just a bit. Still keeping it within the confines of the square. Hell yeah. There you go. Now I even get the same decorative band around it that my house has. OCD. OCD. Alright, no, that's not where that was supposed to go, but whatever. You and rotate. Rotate! Yeah! Okay, last piece. Come on, AP! No! Maybe I need to eat and drink. AP, please. Let's try this again. God damn it! I had the jump height. It's just like I moved over to the side. Fucking AP. I can't drink with my binds whenever I'm in the crafting interface. I was curious to see if it would work. Dude, I had legit just enough AP to make that jump. I just barely clipped that. Alright, well, anyway. We good. This does not need to be raised particularly high because we are not snapping anything to this piece. We are snapping to the pieces above. So that is just a little bit lower than I'd like it to be. It's kind of hard to raise it like in increments here because what you have to do is you have to look forward to raise it. And when you do that, you obviously push it out. If you hold E and you scroll up, basically you lift it way too high. And I don't want to do that. That's not the goal. It's very finangly. So that should suffice. Now, let's take the whole structure and put it where we want. I am ravenous for my lack of food. That is like story of my life. You should send your favorite YouTuber and or streamer pizza so he does not die. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting bitched at because I'm outside the settlement. Can you stop that? Come a little close. Come a little closer, child. Let's say here, right here. Good enough. It almost looks like a freaking prison camp, like prison towers. I mean, they're just guard towers, but it's terrible, but I like it. Now, we need the walls. Let's do the same exact one, just let's open. Let's turn surface snap off. Make sure object snap is on. That is off. Just resetting them to make sure that they're there. And kind of trying to only take up like a quarter of this block, because everything's going to snap off of this single piece here. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Can I snap to you? Come closer. Come closer. No, come closer. There. Yeah, we did it. We're so good. Man, I'm going to be building like this in Fallout 76. I'm going to make a pretty base, and then it's going to get nuked when I'm sleeping. And then I'm going to lose all interest in playing the video game. That's what I always worry about in those kind of games. There you go. Look at that, dude. That is... I mean, the one in Longfellow's cabin was basically just this minus the top. It was 1 block tall. And that was the entire tower. That was it. But you know what? It worked. But this is a little fancier. And this also allows for more turrets on it. So you are getting more defense. But it's not to say you couldn't just make the ones in Longfellow's place or any other place a lot more potato and it would just work. Let's go to defense. Let's go turrets. We're going to do 3 missile, 1 of the laser turrets there. So let's do ground snap, surface snap, put that back on. Did not mean to put that one there, but that's fine. At least I can move it. I want to do another heavy laser turret. So something like about there. That should do. About there-ish. It's kind of funny that these things only take 2 power. Like, you know, for the defense that these things produce, the fact that they take 2 power is insane. And as stupid as it is, you can also just make those silly little guard towers, which require an actual person to be present and produce basically nowhere near the same defense. It's like, why even bother with one of those compared to like these automated turrets? These are just straight up better. We do need a conduit, so let's do conduit. Not those. I still love how power conduit is under connectors and switches, but conduit does not have those conduits. I don't know, it's because they added that later. I think it was like a DLC or some kind of update later in the game. It's still weird. Still named a little weird. So you get connected, and then I have to do, yet again, a big old TCL Rooney. We come down here to the second layer. Right there should suffice as long as I can connect to it later in life. Like that. As long as I can connect to that. If I have to do some fancy TCL work later, we'll do some fancy collision work later. But there you go. That tower is also set up. But I mean, I like that. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I know why. It actually looks like it's supposed to be there, opposed to being crappily thrown down. But look at that. You walk into the settlement, shit, I could put doors and, like, I could put, like, an actual wall and connect it over to here and put a gate. And, like, those are the corners, or those are, like, the walls of my settlement, and these are the corners right here. Like, you'd be, like, strolling in here. I'm just gonna take that workshop auto exit cancel. You turn it off. You just stroll right on in here. You in the wrong neighborhood, dude. You in the wrong neighborhood, punk. Let's, you know, save in case something terrible happens. But hell yeah. So still gotta put one in the back corner, the back 2 corners. But there you go, like front facing the house. I would not want to walk up on the settlement with all those missile turrets. We will have like a potential issue again with the fact that there is collision with those pillars there. There's really nothing you can do if you want to have the design that I'm going with that I can think of right now. Obviously, you can make a flat, just like a flat floor, and you'd never have that collision. But it looks so plain Jane at that point. It's almost like, why bother? Why not just slap down a big old donger tower and, you know, put a whole bunch of turrets on it, because it'll still work. I mean, if it works, right? It doesn't need to look pretty. It's more like I just want it to look pretty. So we got 4, 6, 8. My 8 walls. Let's get to building. However, my dudes, I think it is time to wrap up the video. Fallout 4, episode 930. That means 70 off of 1,000. I really don't know if I can get to 1,000 without just building a shitload. Like, in all honesty, and there's a lot of people who specifically just want to see me get to 1,000 to see me get to 1,000, but like, I don't know if we can get to 1,000. Yeah, like, and just all seriousness, like, I don't want to like just do stupid shit endlessly to prolong the game. Yeah, I guess I could do like all faction endings, you know, and just like side with each faction and then try out their endings kind of deal. Like that is absolutely an option. But in reality, how long is that gonna last you? And I don't know. I'm still not entirely certain how I want to go about that. Let's put snapping back on. Can we snap here? Really? Snapping's on. That's off right now, but it was on. Really? That is kind of surprising. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. So let's raise this a little bit more. Are we good now? Can I please? Hello? Hello? No! Whatever. It's time to wrap it up here, guys. Episode 930, Fallout 4. We will continue this settlement later. Suddenly, this settlement's turning into one of my prettier settlements. Not really the house, but the defensive design I very, very, very much enjoy. But thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you next time.